Now that you have had your weekly dose of chess opening strategies, it's time to polish your tactical finesses. Well, it's just easier to admit that opening knowledge may be very necessary, but how much help would that be if you wouldn't be able to finish the game with a checkmate? Therefore, it's good that we now will challenge ourselves with a chess puzzle, and this position could definitely appear in one of your own games. It is white that checkmates in 2 moves. The puzzle is easier than you might think at a first glance. You have 1 minute to figure out the answer and use the time wisely. Good luck! Well, from a material point of view, this position is fairly equal. White has a pawn more, which could be a great advantage in a pawn endgame, but in this position it does not really give white the upper hand. No, it's our positional advantage that we will have to thank when this game will end, which is in 2 moves. And what are the moves then? Well, it actually looks as if there is a checkmate on the 8th file here, by example letting the rook go to e8, but as you all see, there is no checkmate after that move in just 2 moves, but there is a checkmate in 3 moves. I would also like you to note that if we don't perform a checking move here, black will checkmate us at once by capturing our rook on e1. So we need to perform checking moves which forces black to play as we want him to play. Be sure to keep an eye on the whole board and make sure that you haven't missed the bishop on a2. If you would have, you wouldn't be able to find the checkmate in 2 moves, because this variation actually is depending on the bishop here. Since the rook move is out of the question and also a queen sacrifice, we'll take a look at the last standing checking move, which is rook to h5 check. Well, the king can't go anywhere, so the pawn is forced to take the rook. The thing that's new in this position is that the bishop diagonal has opened up and that the queen has more play space now. The best part is, however, that we can capture the pawn with the queen, resulting in a checkmate. The bishop guards g8 and the queen takes the entire h-line, so black is thus checkmate. Well, you're just getting better and better, and these chess puzzles seem to become easier for you. I will consider whether we should solve a chess puzzle in checkmate in 3 moves next week or not. Until then, be sure to practice on your own. I want you all fit for a fight next week.